Okay.
You.
What's happening, guys? What's happening? How you living? How you feeling? What's popping, my good people of New York?
Of New York. Hey, talk it up. Something special is happening over there in New York, baby.
What is
Um,
what's that mean?
what's that mean?
What is
You know.
something special happening in New York then?
I don't know. All I know is it's 420 in America, and I know a lot of people are having a good old time.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all I can say.
Okay. I thought something specific, but I didn't know.
We outside. I don't know.
Uh,
Have you? I've said this before, but nah. I said this to you like off stream, but there was like this thing that happened in New York during COVID. Anyways, continue.
okay. What's up, guys? Let us know who's hanging out in the chat. What's up, Chris? What's up, Pigeon? He says, I already liked it. You like that? I like it. All right, you guys wanna, you like that? All right, let's have a look.
You want to hear like that?
You like that? You like
friend.
that? Go ahead and
Come
drop
on,
a like
baby.
for us if you don't mind. Easy way to support the show. What's up, G Money? Nigel says you're late. Fashionably. Next time you're late, I'm hacking your sleeper account. Good luck. Hack it. There's nothing but a bunch of cookies in
There's
there
no
from
way you can
inviting
get-
people to
yeah.
drafts.
There's no way you can get into mine. My password is too good.
What's up, Pigeon? What's up, Styles? 1 week till the draft. That's right. We'll probably be drafting right now. Hey, or the draft will be happening right now.
The draft would be happening right now. What time does the draft start? Actually, that's probably something we should be looking up.
Yeah.
NFL
Yeah, I saw that, Jasmine.
draft.
What's up, Anthony? He says, "What's up,
What
Galley
was
boys?
happening yesterday? Actually,
What's up, Olaf?"
It starts at 10 o'clock our time. It looks like.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be even later. But what was happening yesterday? I know Jasmine was in the chat going crazy. Not saying you were going crazy. There was just an argument happening. It was going back and forth, and we were just not into. Not that we weren't into it. I think we were already. You guys were already so deep into the conversation.
They were talking about fourth round running backs versus third round wide receivers. Is what I think I remember it being. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, they were going at it. Steel Mob, what's up? Okay, so what are we here to do today, Badake, and how can people join us?
Yeah, Dynasty startup with rookies. As always, guys, we do this on Friday. The best way to join this mock draft and any of our mock drafts in the future, all you have to do is join our Discord. Link in the description. Link is also going to be in the chat. Join our Discord. Go to the Fantasyland tab with the orange footballs. It is first come, first serve. And then go to content releases. Fantasyland tab with the orange footballs, content releases. And that's exactly how you can join this mock draft. And we're saying it right now, not that many people are watching right now just because this is like the low period. So the people that are in the chat right now, you have a really good opportunity to get in before the NFL draft, because usually after the NFL draft, everyone that is not a massive dynasty player comes right back alive. Okay, so try and get into one of our mock drafts. Join our Discord. Discord, Fantasyland tab, content releases, and that's exactly where and how you can join this mock draft. And I'll be sending it once again to content releases. Once Zach sends this to me, I will send it out to you guys as he's creating it.
Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate you guys. You like that?
Yeah. Chris says, I really enjoyed having Danny on the other day. Yeah, same. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was awesome to have him, and always love picking his brain. He's a very easy person to chat with, and I enjoy that. I enjoy having him on, having conversations with him, and even though he's a Cowboys fan, somehow he's reasonable. It's weird.
Somehow he is reasonable, oddly enough, but he's a realistic Cowboys fan, let's say.
Yeah.
He's not one of those guys that's saying it's our year. He's just like, you know what? He knows it's not our year, but we have a good team.
Yeah. I think he said it could be, though. He said, hey, look, the NFC is wide open.
All
right, let's go ahead and send that link out, Badake. I've joined. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm going to join, too. I'm just trying to figure out, does anyone want me to mock somewhere, a specific spot? I'm happy to. You know what? I'm just going to take 8. Sorry.
How about them Cowboys? That's okay.
Here we go. Once again, join our Discord. Go to a Fantasyland tab, content releases, and that's exactly where you can join this mock draft. 3, 2, there you go.
How are we celebrating if Zay Flowers goes to the Chiefs? We're streaking. We're going streaking.
We're going streaking.
If Zay Flowers goes to the Chiefs, it's game over. Yeah, wow. Like, he, to me, of any prospect in this year's class, fits the Chiefs the best. But he's probably not going to be there, so they would have to trade up. All right, guys, we are using the landing spots from CBS's Chris Trapazzo. We used this yesterday for a rookie mock, but we're going to use these landing spots for today. Bryce Young is a Panther. CJ Stroud is a Texan. Anthony Richardson is a Colt. Bijan Robinson is a Falcon. Will Levis is a Titan. JSN is a Packer. Jordan Addison is a Steeler. I don't like it. Maybe you do. Quentin Johnson is a Raven. Zay Flowers to the Giants. Jalen Hyatt to the Cowboys. Dalton Kincaid to the Saints. Michael Mayer to the Bucks. Into the second round, where we see Darnell Washington to the Texans. Josh Downs to the Falcons. I believe Hendon Hooker goes to the Seahawks as well. Yep. Let's see here. Luke Musgrave is a Bear. Jahmyr Gibbs the Lion. Don't understand why, but he is. Tucker Kraft is a Cowboy. Sam Laporta is a Bill. Rashee Rice is a Bear. Into the third round, Zach Charbonnet is a Bear. Jonathan Mingo is a Cardinal. A.T. Perry is a Chief. Keyshawn Boutte is a Texan. Cedric Tillman is a Seahawk. Marvin Mims is a Charger. Clayton Tune is a Lion. Devin A-Chain is a Giant. That's a ironic sentence. Tank Dell's a Panther. Israel Banikonda is a Cardinal. Tank Bigsby is a Buck. Zach Kuntz is a Raider. Tyler Scott is a Niner. Into the fourth round, where we see Jaron Hall to the Texans. Xavier Hutch gonna give it to you to the Saints. Chase Brown's an Eagle. Kendre Miller is a Panther. Tajay Spears is a Patriot. Bryce Ford Wheaton's a Chiefs. Jaden Reed is a Seahawk. Let's see. Michael Wilson's a Cowboy. DTR is a Panther. Eric Gray is a Chief. And if you guys want to get into the fifth round, be our guest. But let's go ahead and get this started.
By the way, it's on rookies only, so make sure you change that before we start.
No, that's a good point. Very good point. This is a sorry, not rookie. This is a Dynasty Superflex startup mock draft. Jeez. It's PPR and it's not tied in premium. So let's go ahead and start this thing off.
There you go. There you go.
Wow.
All right, it's just a classic Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Yeah. Welcome to Squad Joe Burrow. No need to overthink it too much. Yes, we did, Chris. Yep. Style says, Zach, we're going to need a live/recorder reaction for the Chiefs or for the Commanders if one of them select Jalen Hyatt. Oh, my gosh.
Gosh, you should have seen when they took Jamie Davis in the first.
Jamin Davis. That was so annoying.
Right. We actually went live for that draft.
No, there was like 3 people watching with us too.
Yeah. It was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think it was like, I feel like it was 2 years. No, it wasn't 2 years. 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
2 years
Yeah,
now?
it would be 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, Lamar fell to
We
me.
didn't even have Dynasty Land yet.
Actually,
that was on the redraft channel.
That was on the redraft channel, and Zach was so pumped. Zach, I think there was somebody on the board that he really wanted.
I wanted
I think that was
JOK.
Justin. Yeah, you wanted JOK, but that was the year Justin Fields, if I'm not mistaken, was there, and you guys traded.
Fields.
Not you guys traded back, but you were really hoping it's okay. Washington, you're waiting for Washington to trade up. You were waiting for Washington to trade up. And it just didn't happen.
To be fair, as much as like the Bears have hurt or made it difficult for Justin Fields to develop, the Washington would have done more. Like it would have been worse for him in Washington. But that's a quality cup of coffee there. Yeah, you like Australia, mate? But it's not coffee; it's tea. I'm a tea guy. Come on. So, Ra, that's a good question. Just so everyone knows what's happening over on Flock Fantasy, we completely wiped the rankings from the back end. And the reason we did that is because there's improvements coming to the site. Eventually, we want to, like we've mentioned to everyone who's signed up already, but we want to continually improve the site. And one of those is adding like profiles to names so you can click on them and, have a look at, some information about that player. But also, we're trying to make it easier on us as creators. So to have the player IDs the same across all platforms, And
it just helps us on as creators.
yeah, and there's also some other really exciting updates that will be coming soon. So essentially, those will be fixed soon. We'll get our rankings back up there. It was just wiped because we had to do a reset, but this will be the last time that ever happens. It's the first time and the last time. So yeah, that's why, but it won't be like that for long. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys.
Yeah, it's also good and right in time for the NFL draft. So once you'll probably see a lot of us updating our rankings here in the next couple of days, and then we'll have a big rankings update after the NFL draft. We're going to be updating them live as soon as possible for you guys, so you can see how we feel and our reflections on all those guys as well. All right, there goes Bryce Young.
This is funny. I've never been a coffee guy, WG. I don't know why, man. Like, most of my family is coffee people. Actually, I'm the only one in my immediate family who doesn't drink coffee. Me and my wife don't drink coffee, but like everyone loved it. And I remember trying it once and being like, why do you guys like this? And they're like, just keep drinking it. Eventually you like it. I'm like, I don't want to force a habit.
That's the problem.
Like, I don't want to keep drinking it. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't like coffee.
Coffee.
I don't like I don't like hot liquids. I don't like tea. I don't like coffee. I don't like any of that stuff, and it may sound disgusting.
Chocolate? Hot chocolate?
I was gonna say I actually don't mind. I actually don't mind that hot chocolate. But
coffee.
It's for a specific reason, right? So if it's winter time, makes sense. It's outside. Maybe you just finish. Shoveling the snow, or you just walked from from a long way from the train station. You got home and there's somehow hot chocolate there. I'm happy to drink that, but I'm not gonna go out and make a coffee or make a hot tea just so I can kind of feel better. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense.
Coffee. I'm walking here. Chocolate.
But yeah, that's me.
Hey, look, that's me, bro. That's me. Okay, so not too much surprising to start here. I like that Kyler Murray's getting some respect again. Dak Prescott and Kyler Murray both getting some respect they deserve. A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson. So Amon-Ra over Garrett Wilson. I'm not saying it's wrong, just surprising. Definitely not ADP. Okay, and, I think Danny kind of convinced me on taking A-Rich this early.
Okay.
We had Danny on from Fantasy Stock Exchange a couple days ago, and I think I kind of get it. Anthony Richardson is with the Colts, so that's the same exact coaching staff that was with Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. He's a top 4 pick, and they don't have a Jimmy G who's going to destroy his career. And hopefully they've learned from what the Niners did. But when he starts, because he will start, if he starts 17 games, he will have 1,000 yards. Like, this is one of those elite rushing quarterbacks. And we're all sitting here agreeing, saying Justin Fields needs to improve as a pass catcher, yet we all have him as a first-round pick in Dynasty drafts. So I'm going to take A-Rich there at the 210. It's not that I'm uncomfortable with Daniel Jones or Tua or, I guess really it's just those two later on. But I think you're kind of, if you're waiting on Trey Lance, you're kind of betting on worst case scenario for an Anthony Richardson type product, but 2 years down the road already. So yeah, I'll go A-Rich here. I like him with the Colts. I think that's a perfect coaching staff. But yeah.
No, it makes sense. I mean, I can understand it. Yeah, I can definitely understand you going with the rushing upside in the hopes that he gets developed with the good coaching staff. And Colts are definitely one of a favorable spots for a quarterback to go and kind of develop. So I can definitely understand the.
I mean, if you look at Jalen Hurts versus Anthony Richardson, Jalen Hurts is well. Let's put it this way. Obviously, right now you prefer Jalen Hurts, of course, right? Like, unquestionably, that's not the conversation. But as prospects, Anthony Richardson's faster. He has a better arm. I think coming out of college, he has more intangibles as a passer. He has a bigger body. He's a bigger human. So they can do what they did with Jalen Hurts. It might just take time, but the body of work is there. Okay, I'm up on the clock here. Ooh, where did JSN go? That might be tough to pass up. Oh, T. Higgins is there too. No, let's not overthink it. T. Higgins, get the stack with Joe Burrow. I like the start.
Give it a T, baby. Give it a T. Where did JSN go, actually? He went to the Packers. You know, I see. It's not just JSN, just all these wide receivers going to the Packers. I just don't see how that's happening. I want to see how they're going to switch it up now, you know? But at the same time, you've also said you saw Russell Wilson asking for offensive lineman all these years, and then the year that he walks away, they get an offensive lineman, which is so ironic. So hard.
It's kind of like a things for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
CMC goes at the 3-4. We still had. Okay, so yep, CMC at the 3-4. Diggs went at the 3-2. Jason at the 3-5. And remember, Jason, like we said, is a Packer. Yeah, Hurts was. Yes, that's true, Steven. But Hurts didn't play in the SEC. And Hurts had multiple years of being a starter in two programs that were already winning games before he came there, right? So that's difficult to take that away from A-Rich. But I hear you. I just think that's difficult when you step into Alabama, you step into Oklahoma, franchises that are winning 10, 11 games every single year. Florida was not that program. Florida was not that program, right? I understand, guys. I understand that Hurts played in the SEC. I understand that.
Okay, I'm on the clock here.
So Jason goes off the board. Ken Walker goes off the board. Kyle Pitts, and now you're up on the clock.
Yeah, I'm going to take a running back. I mean, I wasn't expecting ETN to fall to me this far. Usually he's off the board. Sometimes usually ETN and Walker, yeah. Usually
I would say they're typically off the board by now,
yeah, it would typically be gone, so I'll take him here at the 3-8.
Ronald says, why do I feel like sending Devonta Smith for Garrett Wilson? Because you're a smart man, and you should do that if you can. There goes Devonta Smith off the board, by the way, at the 3-9.
Yeah, if ETN wasn't there, that's what I would have taken, and maybe I should have went that way. But, you know me, I don't like to draft running back, so I try to switch it up sometimes.
Yeah. I know, I think that's a good move. I think ETN was the right move there for sure.
Take a shot for me. Whoa. Kansas City barbecue, huh? Good old Kansas City, man. They're going to be showing the skylines of Kansas City from a week from now.
That's right.
Can't wait, man.
Devonta Smith off the board. Let's see what J-Rod does here. He starts with two wide receivers, and he goes three wide receivers. Okay. Drafts Tyreek Hill there. Tyreek Hill above Drake London, above Metcalf. The 3 years doesn't worry me, but I just thought that those players would go off before.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's really hard to kind of rank some of these guys. I was going through my rankings again yesterday. This middle pack here, you know, the Diggs, the Adams, the Coopers, you know, the Debos, I feel like are so hard for me to kind of really put and solidify where I feel comfortable with them, because sometimes I feel like it's too low, and sometimes I feel like it's too high, you know. So hopefully that helps with the draft and be like, you know what, I like where some of these guys are going.
All right, hand the man is up here. We see Drizzy Drake off the board, so he's got Kyler Murray, Drizzy Drake. Tyler Bass signed a 4-year extension with the Bills. Hey, when's the Cardinals' new uniforms? Those are dropping tonight, right?
Was it tonight? I haven't about when
Don't those
dropping.
drop tonight?
I know they said they were going to to drop here soon or before the NFL draft, but I didn't see an exact date personally.
Jahmyr Gibbs at the 4-1. I guess we'll have to ask everyone. So in this scenario, Jahmyr Gibbs goes in the second round to the Lions. If that's the case, he'll be falling down my startup board.
Yeah, he's definitely will fall. How about what if Swift is moved during the draft and they draft Gibbs? Does that make you feel a little bit more comfortable?
No, still a cap ceiling.
Okay.
My comp for Jahmyr Gibbs is Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift, so it's still a cap ceiling. Like, you still have David Montgomery there for 3 years. He's still in touchdowns. I think the people who are obsessed with Jahmyr Gibbs, and I would like to put myself in that conversation as well, but I think they're just gonna make it the case. Well, talent will win out. Well, David Montgomery's talented. I think we'd just be trying to play ourselves if we think that
you played yourself,
that he's not going to be a factor.
Yeah, I hear there's definitely something that, or a way where it can definitely hurt him.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Mark Andrews at the 4-2, pretty good value there. I keep saying he's a buy, and I think this just enhances that. J-Rod, is he going to take anything other than a wide receiver? Let's find out, because he is building that wide receiver room up.
I mean, still some people he can get technically.
MP, what's for breakfast? So Saquon Barkley, I'm not gonna lie, I thought J-Rod had a great opportunity to stack Tua with Tyreek. I thought that would be the move.
Definitely could have been, but I guess he's really gonna go with this late quarterback run. Just maybe see who you can get at the 5'10" or 6'3".
Yeah, for sure. All right, Saquon Barkley off the board. Jenner is now up. Bryce Young, Lamar Jackson, Devonta Smith. Lamar Jackson falls to the 1-9. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is up there. Let's see where Jenner goes. I need to figure out Jordan Addison. Where'd Addison go? Went to the Steelers. Interesting.
Jasmine, I think that is looking at stats without any sort of context. Where did this offense rank in the last 4 years? How about the offensive line play? My optimistic side says, well, David Montgomery, the 4 years that he has been in the NFL, has been a top 24 running back in one of the worst offenses in the NFL within that time span, with one of the worst offensive lines in that time within that time span. Top 24 running back every single year. Over 1,000 all-purpose yards every single year, and now he gets to go behind that offensive line. I don't think we've seen David Montgomery at his best, but I respect the opinion. I just think we're taking stats without context, and that's a dangerous game. Tua off the board at the 4-7. I like that value there. Daniel Jones at the 4-6.
Not bad. Don't make me get the PFF O-line grade out. That's funny. Yeah, 1924. Right.
Yeah, that's right, Jasmine. We're on the same page there. Well, at the end of the day, every running back, volume is king. We know this. Come on, Jasmine. Come on. Najee Harris at the 4-8. We had someone fight Badake in the comments because he said Najee Harris was a good buy. This is probably the highest we've seen Najee Harris go.
They were saying some crazy stuff. They were saying that they were saying Tony Pollard was better than Najee.
I don't think that's crazy, to be honest, personally.
I personally think that's crazy. I I don't see that. I think the volume is there for not the volume, like the efficiency was there, and I completely agreed with that person. But I wouldn't say Najee is a better overall talent as a running back. I think if he was that case, then we hope to have seen the commitment right from the team,
Yeah.
maybe getting some sort of extension. But
I think right now today, if they don't draft a running back, I think I do prefer Tony personally. But I hear you.
yeah, and that's the thing, and that was where my argument was, and that's why I was saying, that's why I was so comfortable. Like right now, Najee's RB12 according to Keep Trade Cut, and Tony Pollard's RB11 or 10. Along those lines, having someone like Tony Pollard who is at risk of having his workload taken away, no matter where this running back is going to get drafted in the first 3 rounds, he's no longer RB10. Where my argument in the video is saying Najee is not going to doesn't have to worry. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to necessarily, buy Tony Pollard for the same price as Najee, and then his value drops once they draft the running back. But maybe that's just me.
I hear you. Where did these wide receivers go? Where did Quentin go? Went to the Ravens. Oh, jeez.
Hey. Sorry.
Come on, Blaze.
Today, she's just been on one. Like, she's just hearing. Hey. She's just been hearing stuff. Like, I don't know. We have, like, I don't know. She's just been balking real early this morning, which has been a bit annoying. She normally never does that. It's not even like a bark, like I'm barking like crazy. Anyways.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp is gone at the 5-2, and you can fight me if you want, but I'm taking Treylon Burks here. Welcome to the squad at the 5-3. He's obviously not going to fall to the 6-10. You'd like to draft him late 5th, but I'm not in that position, so I'll take him there.
Whoa. Trigger Trey, huh?
Yeah, Jasmine, do the research. Let us know. Do the research. I think you'll find a lot of those top 20 running backs have a significant amount of touches, but would love to see it. Trey Lance at the 5-4. E-Post is up here at the 5-5. 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers, and Najee Harris at the 4-8. I will admit that's too early for me.
Yeah, I definitely would agree. It's definitely an early pick for Najee. Normally we don't see him going like towards the end of the 5th, early 6th.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Drafting like it's redraft at the 2 spot. Hey, it's a win now squad right there for sure. Josh Allen, Diggs, Kelsey Cup. Team number 2 is coming for the chip year 1.
Mm-hmm. Goes TJ. Okay. Coffee actually.
I love it. All right, TJ Hawkinson at the 5-6. I don't know why. It's not that I can't get behind drafting TJ early. I don't know. I struggle a little bit.
What do you struggle with?
I think I'm only going tight end early if it's Pitts or Andrews. Outside of that, I think I'm gonna wait.
That's fair.
Yeah. Styles, what's up, brother?
How you doing, man?
Thanks
Thank
for
you
the
so much
super
for
chat. Very kind of you. Says made a trade in a 12-team Superflex league today. Hollywood, Ritter, and P. Ryan for Dotson and A-Rod. Assuming that's Aaron Rodgers. Hollywood, Ritter, and P. Ryan.
Or Dotson and A.
I mean, there's not really much to roast. I would prefer the Dotson and Aaron Rodgers side, even though Aaron Rodgers is, clearly is clearly not going to be around for, a number of years. His timeline is quite condensed. But yeah, I prefer the Dotson and Aaron Rodgers side. I think Hollywood, even though I've sold him recently, I think he's a really good buy low. But Ritter and P. Ryan, they're not moving any sort of needle for me. And I would be willing to use them as pieces to get a deal done for sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. I brought Hollywood as a buy low, option a couple of days ago. I would say last week in my video. Hollywood a great buy low, but for Dotson, a huge step up. I mean, a guy I just drafted here at the 5'8". Hollywood is not even off the board yet. Probably won't be off the board until I'll say the middle of the sixth, end of the sixth, maybe even the 7th round. So yeah, and P. Ryan's nothing. Ritter could be something, but you take the shot there. So I like the trade.
Jahan at the 5'8", Stevenson at the 5'9", and Russell Owatai at the 5'10". He says, now I have Dotson paired up with Waddle, Watson, and Judy. I like it.
Yeah, nice.
It's a strong core right there.
I have a team just like that, actually.
That's a Bowflex core. You guys remember Bowflex?
Gosh, classic. It's actually a classic. Do you have a Bowflex?
Or the shake weight? Master of Game says Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts. Who wins? I mean, I guess like in Dynasty, I'm still going Josh Allen, but Jalen Hurts is for sure. You got to put him top 4 or so, I would say now.
Yeah,
with that contract extension, I think you got to put Hurts above Herbert.
Without a doubt. And I think once Burrow gets his contract extension, whether it's the same or a little bit more, this is the lineup that we're going to be seeing.
I still have Burrow ahead of Hurts. Sorry, I'm saying Herbert.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought you were saying.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were saying Hurts ahead of Burrow.
Okay.
Is that okay? Yeah. But
no. I'm saying Burrow ahead of Hurts. Hurts ahead of Herbert.
Right. That's fair. There you go, Tony at the 6'2".
So Tony at the 6'2", Love at the 6'1".
Getting 3 quarterbacks there.
I'm really curious to see what Hammond's wide receiver room is going to look like here. Trying a strategy, Han? Tell us in the comments. What strategy are we trying to employ here? Not that it's a bad strategy. Just curious what your thoughts are. Happy 420, lads. What's up? Happy 420. Astronauts use Bowflex to stay in shape in space because they can't use weights. Okay.
That's interesting. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
There goes Quentin. That would have been my next pick there.
Kellen Moore gonna shake things up. Yeah.
Haven't drafted Quentin in a minute. Okay, well, I guess that makes it easier. I'll take Zaza because he did go to my team. I think he went to the Giants. Yeah, I'll take Zaza here.
Master of Gaming, you can join one of these mocks by joining our Discord. You'll see the Fantasyland tab. And under the Fantasyland tab, you'll see something that says Content Releases. That's where we post our links. By the way, guys, if you're just joining us or if you have yet to do so, be a friend and go ahead and hit that like button if you like the content that we're putting out. Just a simple way to tell YouTube, hey, I like these guys. These guys are cool.
Appreciate it.
They're worth watching, and then they'll tell other people the same thing. So
everyone on the Zaza today. Oh my gosh, yeah, 420 is crazy out there. And what's crazy is not legal in Australia, so I can imagine America right now. Everyone's just having a blast. It's probably like, there's probably restaurants that can like benefit off that. Like there's so much that you can.
Yeah.
Just wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's legal in one state. I think it's legal in.
I don't think it is in Australia.
I think it's like Canberra or something like that. One of those states, like I don't know.
Is it? I'd be surprised if Canberra. That's like the capital of all their
ATC. Yeah, see, ACT. Which really? Isn't that what Canberra is, bro? I could be wrong.
Wow.
ACT. I don't know. I could be wrong. But
surprising.
Yeah, it is surprising.
You can have 2 plants, personal use.
so random. Yeah, you can grow your own.
Okay.
What's the point of just growing your own, but you can't distribute it? I'm assuming that's where it gets illegal, the distribution.
So you can get high off your own supply. What do you mean? What's the point of? Oh, Pickens at the 6'9". That's frustrating. That would have been a great pick.
Sadly. Never been to Canberra, Chris. That's like that is the capital though. That's like the
Ooh.
Washington D.C. of Australia.
Did Charbonnet go to the Bengals in this one? Is that what I'm remembering? He went to the Bears in the third.
He went to the Bears.
Okay.
I don't think the Bengals drafted a running back in this one.
Makes it a little more difficult, but I think that will probably still be my pick here. Might be too early, but I mean I've already said the name. It's tough. He might go. So let's just draft him there at the 6'10".
Yeah, that's fair.
Welcome to the squad, Zach Sharby.
Sabi.
Come on, Craig. Get up, Craig.
Come on, come on, Craig. Yo, that's Come on, Craig. Get up, Craig. Come on, Craig.
Lucas, are you from Australia, mate? Master of Gaming, we are both American, born and raised for like almost 20 years, but we are currently in Australia. Both married Australians.
Back in Australia, dog.
Yeah.
Mate, I was watching the Penny Panthers against the Rapidos last night. What a nail biter, huh? I actually said it in the voice chat. It was so funny.
Yeah, I had no idea what you're talking about. Angel says I get mine delivered. Yeah. I lived in Hollywood for about a year, and I enjoyed it. Like there's so many things that you can do there, but everything smelled like weed. Everything. Like I lived on the corner of Santa Monica and La Brea, and just everything smelled like weed. Homelessness everywhere.
Homelessness.
It was sad, man.
I went to LA once, and it was just homeless people everywhere. Yeah. And I went to like Venice Beach. I did go to like, I think it's the Santa Monica Pier that has that massive Ferris wheel, and there's just like homeless people all over.
Yeah.
I'm just like, do something about it. Right? Like,
Studio City. I know where Studio City is. Yeah, the homelessness, there's not much you can do about it. I mean, there definitely is, but like, it doesn't seem like anyone cares there is what I should say, rather.
And like, you just live
like the people in charge who could make a change, they just don't care. I'm not saying it's right. It's definitely wrong, but they don't care.
I think it's crazy how like they're just posted up in tents in like streets where like in New York, you will just see a guy sleeping on like 34th Street where like everyone, or like in the train station, where in LA is like, okay, this is the homeless spot, guys. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm going to take Terry here. I think Terry's becoming a really good value in startups. I love Dotson. Obviously, I prefer Dotson in Dynasty, but if I can get Terry like a couple rounds later, I think it's a good buy. But yeah, Hollywood's crazy. By the way, Studio City is nice. It's kind of like right outside of that little crazy pocket of chaos. But I had some good friends who lived in Studio City. They lived right by the Trader Joe's, if you know where that is in Studio City. Anyway, ever had Porto's Bakery in LA? No, I haven't. I haven't had Porto's Bakery. No. Yeah.
East Hastings. No, I never heard of that. Sorry, I'm just reading. Never seen that before. The East Hastings
Vancouver, downtown East Side.
I've never seen that.
Orange County is nice. It's like when people are done living that lifestyle in LA, they move to Orange County.
Bro, that's wild. I thought there's just people posted up over there. I remember like
Master Gaming says I've never seen someone draft Dotson that early. I think our community's higher on him.
Yeah.
What's up, Kyle?
How we feeling?
The missus lived in Culver City for 2 years. Yeah, I know Culver City. I got my car from Culver City.
Good old Culver City.
I bought a Toyota from Culver City. Really stupid, but I had no credit when I moved back just because I never had a credit card growing up. You know, I never had a reason to have one. But when I was back in LA, I wanted to build my credit, and you know what? It definitely built my credit. My credit's at like a 760,
Love that.
770.
Love
I
that.
think it's actually a 7. I think it's like 780 or something. But so it definitely helped build my credit. But yeah, buying a car brand new, or not brand new, it was a used car, but still, like, from a dealership is not a good investment.
What would you do? Just buy like a $4,000 car? Like
I think
what
buying,
would you go like? And
so financing a car is, in my opinion, one of the worst investments. Let's say it from this way: buying a brand new car is one of the worst investments that you can ever make, because it depreciates as you take it off the lot. You're paying interest, and when you want to sell it, undoubtedly you're losing money. Now, of course, you have the car, you use the car, it's a daily function of your life. But a used car is a little bit, it's not as, let's say you were to go buy a 2020 now, like a 2020 model of a car. It's still a brand new car. Like, it's still a relatively new car, not a lot of mileage on it. And it's already depreciated before you bought it. But in my opinion, the best thing you can do is buy a secondary car off of, let's say like Marketplace or something, and take it to a dealer that you trust. Make sure there's like a Carfax report on it and everything.
Buy the Carfax.
But that's where you find good deals. At least that's where I've found good deals.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah.
Just wondering. I know a lot of people.
Joseph, I'm wondering. I'm curious why you say that. New cars are a good investment. In my opinion, they're one of the worst. So I'm just curious, genuinely, what makes you say that? Because maybe I'm missing something. By the way, Swift went at the 7.4. That's a name that we keep track of. Sanders goes at the 7.7. So he's sneaking up there. I don't think you're going to get him in the 8th round anymore. Ridley at the 7.8 is good value there.
Yeah. I was surprised that he fell to me. I was thinking that he was going to go. I was gearing up for Christian Kirk, Downs, and I thought about Amari Cooper as well, but count really fell to me. And then Elijah Moore is continued to rise here, going in the 8th round. Before we saw him going in the 10th, sometimes the 11th round. Now in the beginning of the 8th round feels really good, and this is his wide receiver 3. I was going to be taking him in the 8th, wanting him to be my wide receiver 4. So
yeah,
definitely very interesting.
Yeah, exactly, Kyle. So when I was here, I don't know if you guys are these types of people, but I think just like some people are, some people aren't. But I'm like a hustler, wheeler, and dealer on Marketplace, and like any sort of secondhand app, like I'm hustling, and I'll find deals, and I'll if I need something, I can make sure and find a deal for it. But remember that Volvo I bought, Badake, here?
Yeah, the V70 or something like that. V7.
I don't remember. I think it was a S50. I don't remember how they label theirs, but
I thought it was like 70 or something. Anyway.
Yeah, it's this gold little Volvo. Not a little Volvo. It's just a regular car. But I had been trying to find a car because my other car was towed. That's a different story entirely. I love that car, but this kid whose dad is rich was driving his like R8 Audi and crashed into me. And he was like, bro, please don't tell my dad. Please don't tell my dad. Take my information. Anyway, that's a different story altogether. He paid up. Let's just say that. He paid up. I was like, I don't give a shit. Like, you just totaled my car. But anyway, so I was looking for a car, and I found this person who had a Volvo, and he was a doctor at Blacktown Hospital. And
there's a place called Blacktown, by the way, so don't take that.
Blacktown is just a city.
It's a place that is called. Some people don't like in America. Blacktown, whoa.
Right, it's just so normal to me. I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, sorry.
So anyway, was like questioning him about it. I think he originally wanted 5 for the car, and was like, okay, well, why do you have it here? And he's just like, oh, well, I just bought two brand new Mercedes for me and my wife, so it literally is just sitting here.
I'm gonna auto pick here.
And anyway, I ended up getting him down to 2.5. So I also bought a Renault 2 weeks before that. I bought it for 1,000, sold it for 3. Just like kind of like, I know that if I put my entire time into flipping things, I could make a lot of money. But yeah. Yeah, this dude, I'm telling you, this dude literally, like, he had, you know, those really nice Audi R8s? Like, those are expensive cars. He was driving it. He was like, oh, he hit me. And he's like, oh, my dad doesn't know I'm driving this car. He's in Cabo right now. Like, please don't. I'm like, dude, I'm living paycheck to paycheck.
Where was this?
I'm sorry that your daddy is in Cabo, but I'm not just going to pay for this because you decided to be an idiot.
Is this in the area where we used to live, or was this like in the city?
This
or
is
something?
Norwest.
He was driving an Audi in Norwest?
Yeah. It's like, my dad doesn't know. He told me not to drive. I was like, I don't give a shit what your dad said. I need my car fixed. You seem to mistaken me for someone who cares that you didn't do what your dad told you.
Babe, is there a place in Western Australia called Cockburn?
I bet you there is.
How would I know that?
I don't know.
I bet you there is.
Have you ever seen have you guys ever seen Jackass where they went to Uranus?
Yeah.
They did this whole scene in front of like the sign. Just kept going about it. That was a classic.
I'm gonna take David Montgomery here. I still think he's one of the best running back values in Dynasty startups. I'm liking this team. I'm liking this squad here. It's coming together. Yeah, he says he's not joking. Yes, we do know each other. We met in college housing pretty much, and have been friends since then. That was back in what, 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been.
I'll bet your parents, kid. I know. Sydney Opera House. We could be on a train and be there in about 40 minutes. Well, I could.
Yeah, not me. I moved out of Sydney. Nice little town.
Yeah, but it is beautiful. Every time you're on the train and you're over the bridge, the Sydney Harbor Bridge.
Yeah.
And you look at your city like, damn, this is my city. This is pretty.
I always say
this is beautiful.
I always say, like, wow, Sydney.
Damn it.
I can't believe I live here. Every single time I go and I see the Opera House, you know, I always say this to somebody that's never like traveled outside, let's say, of America, or maybe they haven't gone to a different country whatsoever. As in, like, when I say different country, I mean like traveled so long of a distance. It is amazing sometimes.
Agreed.
Like,
Yeah.
it is wild that like I moved here and
I think everyone should travel or live somewhere internationally for at least a year.
yeah, 100%.
I mean, look, if you're like settled down and you have kids and stuff, you can't just leave your kids.
take your kids.
All right, babe. This guy on YouTube told me I should live internationally, so I just want to let you know it's not that I don't want to be here for you and the kids. It's that I want to experience my life. But I mean, if you're young and you're not married or anything, I think you should at least spend 1 year internationally. I just think you learn
So much.
You learn so much that you would never be able to learn if you stayed in America.
Especially, yeah. And I think especially in America specifically, we're so
you're kind of raised up to believe that America is everything. It's the center of the universe, which it's a very influential country, but that's not true.
Yeah. So
I'm going to take Dalton Cade here. He goes in the first round to the Saints. We've talked about this before, but I like how he and Derek Carr could complement. I think he could be a great weapon for Derek Carr from day one. Ross says, where do you go if you live in Australia, though? Go live in America. See what it's like. A lot of people, I feel like London, it's not similar to Australia, but yeah, I mean, you could live in London or like the UK in general, Italy. I would say the places that I have heard that have been great to live abroad in, Japan.
Yeah,
everyone talks about how awesome Japan is.
Mm-hmm.
Australia. Obviously, if you're not from America, it would be awesome to experience it. Canada, I'm not going to say that it's like... Canada, apparently, I've never been there, but apparently it's similar to Australia, from what I've heard as far as culture. And then you go like to UK, London,
Just
Spain,
all those countries there. Yeah. Spain, Italy, France, if you want to go, or
Russia.
Mula Russia. Yeah. It's definitely,
But Teresa says, "But I'm American. We don't care about other cultures,"
which is true, and that's okay. And I would say I was right there with you 6-7 years ago.
MP. What's up, Alex? Welcome in.
Thank you, man.
Munich. Yeah, I've heard good things about Munich.
I'll take Mayor here.
Yeah, you know the funny thing about this though,
Deutschland?
like I personally didn't realize. I guess I'll say this: when I moved to Australia, I didn't realize how unaware of the rest of the world I was until I was around people who were from every different country and learning about how they operate. And again, I would have never been able to experience that in America.
Yeah, I agree. America is definitely one.
The version of me that moved to Australia, I think I would be annoyed at now. Like, I don't think I would like that version of me. So yeah.
Just come to Australia if you like.
I have ancestors from Portugal. The Iberian Peninsula is nice. Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. Yeah, Morocco too. I've heard good things about Morocco. I'm not saying like South Korea as far as like good place to live because I don't know. I'm not saying it's not. I just don't know. But I would love to go to South Korea and try bulgogi. Have you guys ever had bulgogi?
No.
If you've never had bulgogi, it's Korean barbecue.
Bulgogi.
I'll tell you what, that meat will change your life. It's like I can't describe how good it is.
Bulgo, BULGOGO or GI?
I believe it's BULGOGI.
Right, bulgogi Korean barbecue. What is this? It's like in a sauce.
Very good.
Oh, look! It just looks like it looks like fried meat.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's you. Have you ever been to Korean barbecue?
Yeah, bomb.
They put you choose the meats and then you cook it basically in front of yourself. Bonnie Conda is a really good pick there. I forgot he was even available. Yeah. Anyway, it's worth trying.
Bulgogi.
My dad likes Thailand a lot. Kyle says, yeah, Thailand's pretty affordable. I've been to Thailand before. I'll say this. If you've only lived in America, you don't know what good Thai food is. There's not a place in America that I've had good Thai food from.
I think let me say this about America. I think maybe this is one-minded because in America, and from where I'm from, obviously New York, it is more Chinese food, and I think a lot of people confuse.
It's American Chinese food.
Exactly.
Because Chinese food in China is not Chinese food in America.
Exactly, and that's why I was saying like American Chinese food is nowhere near all these other foods that you can have when it comes down to Thai food. Like when I came to Australia, I never had Thai food before. When I came here, I never had Korean barbecue in America before. Like there's all these different things that you can get. And you can try, which really makes you explore. Like, I don't know. Like I was never big like, what's it called? Yeah, I was never really a big Thai guy. Like I didn't like Thai. I was like, why would I have Thai? I had Chinese food. Let me go get some sweet and sour chicken or something. Like now I'm over here. Like I had pad Thai last night. That's bomb. Like
pad Thai's goated.
Yeah.
The best pad Thai. Have you had Kin Thai?
Kin Thai? Oh, I go there all the time. You get the orange duck. Ooh, that's like $30 a plate though.
Yeah.
It's hella expensive. Yeah, Kin Thai is bomb. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Penang curry. Yeah, the curries here are very, very. I feel like in Australia you have like this. The only downside food wise is one, there's not many fast food places. It's really just McDonald's and KFC. Like really, that's what you got. So the downside of being in Australia, not many fast food places, and Mexican food is awful here. truly awful. And you don't realize it if you're eating it normally until you go to America and have Mexican food, because Mexican food is just is disgusting.
I think the
here.
population of like South American culture in Australia is really low, and if it is,
Yeah.
it is really, it's really, not, I don't want to say congested. It's just really one spot.
Yeah.
You know, like it's no, it's like, okay, there's one place in Sydney, and it's probably the only place in Australia that you can go get some really good, you know, South
Yeah.
American food.
But in saying that, those are the only two things I feel like it's really lacking. It's like good fast food options and Mexican food. Outside of that, it's got most.
It has a lot. I think what's really big here as well is like also like Middle Eastern food. You know, like Lebanese food is really big here. Greek food is also really big here. Yeah.
Yeah, Mexican food in like LA, San Diego, California in general is typically pretty damn
So
good.
Ross, I don't think I met a Mexican.
I feel like you can go to almost any food truck in LA and that's going to be good.
Yeah.
Red Rooster. You can't convince me Red Rooster is not money laundering.
Not money laundering. Harmon, yo, Peruvian food is so good. I'm actually I'm Peruvian and African, so obviously that's where my mother's from. So I love Peruvian food. It is good. They do have a Peruvian restaurant here that is it's okay. Not amazing, but it's okay. What's your thoughts on garlic sauce? MP, don't get me too garlicky.
I love garlic sauce.
I've never seen a Mexican.
I'll take Canary's Tony here.
Because I live in Australia. Favorite pizza? Overall, I would say Papa John's is my favorite. New York style.
America?
New York pizza is my favorite pizza. I would say like either plain cheese. You can do pepperoni. But if you're talking about like chains of pizzas, pizza restaurants or pizza fast food people, definitely Papa John's for me.
I would say chain, I agree, in America. Outside of chains, I would say, and I guess you could say this is a chain, but like the thinly sliced pizza in New York. I mean, Joe's is like iconic, but I know it's not the best, but you know, that type of style. And then I would also say Chicago deep dish pizza is up there for me as well. It's a different experience, but it's really good.
I've never had it. Every time I look at a Chicago deep dish pizza, I was like, all it looks like I'm having is a clump of like tomato sauce with a little bit of cheese.
Well, that's just not true.
Yeah, but that's the one. Like when I see it, it's just like, oh, that's not like appealing. Like, why would I go?
And also, you don't eat Chicago style pizza outside of Chicago. Like that's where you know other people try and replicate it. No, don't buy that stuff from fast food or gas station. Like, come on. But in Australia, there's this place called Joey's, which I would say is probably my favorite.
You're local? Yeah, we haven't found a good place.
Not my local, fortunately, anymore, but
I haven't found a good place here in where I live now. I moved to Newcastle for all Australians that know where Newcastle is. But I haven't found
Vordor's asking about bagels. Honestly, like, no, we've not really had many bagels.
We're here? In Australia?
Like, yeah, bagels aren't big here, I don't think.
Bagels aren't big. Look, breakfast things aren't, I mean, I was telling this to my wife, right? You go to Dunkin' Donuts, you get a donut and orange juice, and you walk in, you're chilling, right? Where here, it's like avocado, toast, coffee. Like the breakfast lifestyle,
coffee,
the morning lifestyle for Australians, it is the way of life. It is how how people are driven in Australia. It's the cafe culture. So having like a Boston cream with an orange juice is, they're like, what the hell is this? A cream cheese bagel with the orange juice. What the hell is this? Right?
Coffee.
Domino's and Papa John's. I'm a sinning. That's probably because it's convenient. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not convenient. Surely, Jasmine, it will be more convenient to go to, um, like a pizza shop. But I could be wrong.
Here's what, because think about it, it's talking about Little Caesars. I can't get on. I can, okay, for the price. I remember the price being ridiculously cheap when I was in America, right? If you don't have money and like you're like I want a cheap dinner, okay, fantastic, that's your spot. But as far as like if money's not you know something that we have to discuss, Little Caesars is down at the bottom for me.
Little Caesars. We used to get Little Caesars is the food that like we went to go get because we didn't have no money in college.
Yeah.
And we just knew you can get like 2 pies and you still got money. You know, like
yeah.
Yeah. It's wild.
Light the beam. Dude, I love what the Kings are doing. Okay, clearly my sleeper has bugged up here. Do you guys remember is it called Pizza Street? Is that what it's called?
Pizza rolls?
Pizza Street.
When Hot Pockets came out with pizza rolls, oh my
great
goodness.
Pizza, great price.
The first time it came out, we were like
$3.99.
that was probably the best thing that ever came out.
Is Pizza Street still a thing?
What do you mean?
It doesn't look like Pizza Street. I don't know.
What is
it? It's like a buffet. It's like a buffet. I remember the jingle. Pizza Street, great pizza, great price. All you can eat for $2.99.
Great. I'm literally.
It was $2.99 to go. We would go all the time after sporting events, whatever. You get all different types of pizza. I mean, the quality wasn't great, of course, but you got pizza, you got ice cream, you got garlic bread.
Pizza Street independent menu prices in restaurants. Yeah, it's a buffet. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, all you can eat. It used to be all you can eat for $1.99. Then they would just have to update the commercial like every couple of years. $2.99, $3.99, $4.99. I bet you now it's $9.99. Like probably more.
Surely it's not still going. They have a Pizza Street buffet Instagram that I'm looking at. Oh yeah, Pizza Street $5.99 buffet.
Is it okay? Instagram, you said?
Yeah, Pizza Street buffet. They have an arcade spot. Go visit this place. Different types of pizzas, desserts, pizza, salads, bars, and soft serve ice cream, all buffet style.
I love that. I'm gonna find this.
When was the last time they posted an image?
So is it just called Pizza Street?
Oh, this is a hella old.
What's the name of the account?
It's called Pizza Street Buffet. I don't think it's still going.
No, don't tell me they're out of business. Oh yeah, this is definitely the spot. Hell yeah! Oh my god, this is nostalgic right now.
Maybe they'll have a camera in front of Pizza Street because it's in Kansas City. It's in Kansas City.
Well, there's other versions of Pizza Street like around.
If you go to the website, the first one that comes up, it's the one in Kansas City.
Yeah. There's other versions of like this type of buffet in America. But yeah, you're right. Kansas City, it must be a Kansas City thing. There was another one on the East Coast. I can't remember what it was called, but anyway. So it's still $5.99?
It says $5.99 on Pizza Street.
Sheesh. I mean, look at all that.
We offer all you can eat $9 buffet, drinks included. Imagine going
desserts, drinks.
Yo, I'm going there every day.
Well, that's how obesity is in America, just everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Kids only.
You can do this every day for $5.99.
This includes pizza, pasta, cheese, bread, salad bar, desserts, dessert pizzas, and ice cream. Oh yeah. My gosh.
Mm-hmm. You can see some of the dessert pizzas, ice creams, and yeah. Ah, Cece's. Yes, Harmon. That's exactly what I was thinking. Cece's Pizza. Yes, that's the one that you'll find on the East Coast. Yeah, this is very, very similar to Pizza Street. They just didn't have Cece's in
Yeah, we had Cece's
in the Midwest. Yeah, Cece's. How much is their buffet?
I don't remember.
But yeah, very, very similar vibe.
We didn't
Pretty much
have
the same exact thing.
we didn't have the buffet. We just had the $1 pizza. Now it's $2 pizza. You've been to New York and you had the $1 pizza, right? And like this hole in the wall, basically what it is.
Okay, I'm on the clock here.
Raw? No, I'm not. I don't really watch NRL or AFL like that. I don't even know which one they are. But the only reason why I even saw that game, Blaze, please. The only reason why I saw that game because I had KO. I have KO, and I just like, oh, I'm watching. Yeah, I just started watching the game. I don't know.
Does CC's not do a buffet anymore? Okay, $4.99 buffet only Monday and Tuesday. I mean, that's all they used to do, but I guess now they only do it Monday and Tuesday. Anyway.
He's going crazy.
Cheap pizza.
Good old cheap pizza. That's what you want. Massive.
Shout out to everyone drafting. Badake switching accents every 2 seconds.
I know.
Coffee.
Fuck you, shit dog. Sorry. I was actually yelling at that game. Yo, you should go watch the highlights because I was watching that live and that shit was good.
I'm good.
I don't know how you can watch it. Yeah, I was watching the game raw and it was. Low-key, I wanted the Rapidos because I know they were the underdogs, and that last move, that last pass on the edge, and I was like, he's got it, and yeah, it was good. It was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for you guys.
Just glad we can connect in that way, in sports. Maybe I'll start my own channel, NRL, AFL, whatever it is.
Start your NRL channel. Go crazy.
And I'll just have the accent on the whole time. Australian accent. Mate, what a crack of a game here. Yeah.
Love it.
Imagine. Badake land for NRL. Gosh. I don't think I will be able to do that. That's just like
what NBA games are on today?
Nets and Sixers playing right now. I'll tell you that
also,
much.
Did Chase Brown get drafted by anyone? He went in the 4th round to the Eagles and he's still on the board. Okay. Welcome to the squad, Chase.
Yeah, Warriors, Kings, and then Clippers, Suns today as well.
Some good matchups.
So are the Kings playing in Golden State today?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be Golden State at home.
Let's see how that pans out.
And I don't think, Draymond will be suspended. And I don't know if Sabonis is going to play or not. We'll have to wait and see. And then the Clippers Suns play again today.
Yeah, they play later today.
I want to like this Suns team, but I don't like the way they carry themselves all that much. I kind of want to root for the Clippers, like the underdog, even though I love KD.
In what way?
I don't know. The vibe check is just not cashing out for me with the Suns. No, maybe it's just me. Yeah, for real, Master of Gaming. Like this is a like 4 and 5 seed. This feels like two teams that are. Imagine if the Clippers had Paul George too. I mean, here's the thing: Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs. You cannot underestimate Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs. Oh, is he out today? Oh, damn. Why is Kawhi Leonard out? What's happened to Kawhi Leonard? He was just playing last game.
No
so
idea.
Load management in the playoffs? What are we doing?
I'm just going to take a...
Due to a knee sprain.
Knee sprain?
What the heck?
I'll take Jamal here.
I mean, Russell Westbrook's going to have to score 70 points tonight. Not going to happen, yeah. They're probably going to lose. What can you do? What's up, Miles? Knee sprain. Got it. We don't do fantasy basketball. No. I just enjoy watching basketball.
Yeah, I don't follow basketball. I love the playoffs, but I can't follow it I just can't follow it all throughout the season.
I hear you. I hear ya. Okay. I was trying to think of what we could do to end the stream. We won't do a second mock today, but
I mean, I'm down to do I'm down to do another one of the NFL draft mocks if you want to do one of those, but I don't know.
Sure, let's why don't we do it from let's see. Let's try a different website. Let's try NFL mock draft database. Number of rounds you'll be drafting. Let's just do one.
Okay, let's see. Database.
Let me know when you're there.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, can you do trades in this one?
Pre-draft, normal, standard, right? Did you put standard? Yeah. Okay, and then enter draft.
Okay, yeah, you can trade. Okay, cool.
But can you? Yeah, I'll do that.
Why don't we play it from this perspective?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying to think of like a fun angle to take.
What if? Yeah, I don't know what the.
Let's say this: if every team did not address their most obvious need. How about that? You and I will agree with each team, and we'll do odds and evens or whatever, but you do not draft your most obvious need.
Okay.
How do you feel about that idea?
Does that mean like the quarterbacks aren't going to go first?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, sure. But that is the most.
Just trying to switch it up,
yeah.
You know. All right.
Let's try it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so I'll give you the first overall pick, and I think we can agree quarterback's the most obvious need for the Panthers, but we can't do that today. So who are you drafting if you're not taking a quarterback here?
Well, the Panthers, what else do they need? I mean, surely we just go Will Anderson then, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's pretty simple. So let's do that.
Okay, so the Panthers trade multiple first-round picks to go up and get an edge rusher. Who's starting in Carolina then? I'm trying to think. Is it Matt Corral?
Matt Corral, yeah.
Welcome, Matt Corral. Okay, Houston, I would say the most obvious need as well would be quarterback, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna get weird. So let's go.
I love with the way this one looks, by the way.
Let's go Jalen Carter here.
Pretty confusing.
Jalen Carter off the board, and Arizona's up on the clock now. Their most obvious need to me would be like an edge rusher of sorts. So you don't have to take a quarterback here, by the way. It's not like you have to take Bryce Young because he's there, but up to you.
Well, this is what I was thinking. It's not the most obvious, but I think I said this last time, but more for in a Justin Fields case. What if they just trade away Kyler and draft Bryce or something?
Okay, so that's what you want to roll with?
Yeah, I mean, we can switch it up, you know. They get the younger guy, doesn't have an ACL tear, probably just as good, or maybe some would say better than Kyler Murray. But because they don't need a quarterback, right? So we're doing the complete opposite. Let's just do Bryce.
Well, they do. That is the biggest need. Okay, so biggest need for the Colts obviously is quarterback. So we're not going to go quarterback here. Why don't we go? I feel like
let's get wild.
I feel like either edge or cornerback. Let's go Tyree Wilson here.
Tyree.
Now the Seahawks are up, and technically quarterback is not their biggest need.
So then we can put CJ here.
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, let's put CJ.
All right, CJ Stroud is a Seahawk.
Seahawk.
All right, so Detroit Lions. Again, technically, quarterback is not their biggest need. So we're going to welcome Anthony Richardson to the team in Detroit. You're up with the Raiders here. Biggest need looks like quarterback, offensive lineman. So, yeah.
Do we go like...
Let's just say from here on out, the top 3 on their board you can't take. So right now, Las Vegas, for example, quarterback, offensive tackle, and edge. All right, so whatever the site says is their top 3 from here on out.
Okay, quarterback, offensive tackle, and edge. Okay, well,
can't take those.
Okay, offensive tackle, edge. Should we go running back here? Is that too much?
You could still go cornerback if you wanted.
I could, right? I mean, so what? Devin Witherspoon.
Yeah, up to you.
Yeah, let's do Devin because maybe Bijan is just too much.
Yeah. All right, Atlanta, the biggest need is edge, defensive line, and running back. So I can't go Bijan here, unfortunately. We could go quarterback. I just don't want to draft Will Levis. So I can't go edge, defensive line, and running back. But I can go cornerback here, and I can go offensive line if I wanted. Okay, that's interesting. So I can't go running back. I think we're just going to go cornerback, trying to improve on one of our already strengths, Christian Gonzalez. Welcome to the squad. I know that we traded for Akuda. Put Akuda in the slot. We'll figure it out.
Honestly, I think that's a really, really realistic thing, personally.
Yeah.
Like for this landing spot. I think Sauce is gonna go in one of the not Sauce. Christian Gonzalez. Anyway, so Christian Gonzalez goes to the Falcons. I have the Bears. One of their not biggest needs is running back, I'm pretty sure. So
right now, it says running back is not one of their top 3 needs.
So let's go Bijan here.
All right, so Bijan Robinson's off the board. With the Eagles, I can't take edge, defensive line, or safety. So I can technically take an offensive lineman.
Take a wide receiver too.
Yeah, I'm not taking a wide receiver here. Just feels gross to do that. I'm gonna grab Peter Skoronski here. I mean, I think that actually could make sense, but it's not one of their top 3 needs. Mm-hmm. All right, the Titans, offensive tackle, quarterback, and edge, you cannot draft. So you can't draft an offensive tackle. You can't draft an edge rusher. Could draft a wide receiver.
I could draft a wide receiver. I could
or cornerback.
Corner, yeah, that's what I was saying. Maybe Deontay. Maybe we can do. I feel like we can't. Yeah, let's just do. What was the other one? Defensive tackle or defensive?
You can't do offensive tackle, quarterback, or edge.
Offensive tackle, quarterback, or edge. Okay, well then let's just do Jackson Smith and Jigba.
All right, Jackson Smith and Jigba is a Titan. As much as I hate it, I think it makes sense. Quarterbacks, edge, and cornerback is what I cannot address with the Texans. Quarterback, edge, and cornerback. I could go wide receiver here, but to me, that actually feels like a cop-out. You know what I mean? That actually feels like a huge need to me.
Yeah.
I feel like I could go offensive line. Why don't we get a little bit crazy with this one? Let's go tight end. Dalton Kincaid is the pick.
Okay.
Even though they just drafted or just signed Dalton Schultz. I felt like wide receiver was too obvious. Anyway.
Nah, yeah, you're up. It definitely is too obvious. So I have the Jets and what offensive tackle, safety, linebacker, it looks like.
Double Dalton's true.
Offensive tackle.
What are you thinking here?
Offensive tackle, safety, and linebacker. Do they go quarterback?
Let's assume they have Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. You can go.
I don't think they should do a Jordan Love to Aaron Rodgers before Aaron Rodgers even comes to town.
Yeah, I know, right?
So you can't do tackle, safety, or linebacker. What do you think?
Let's just do Luke Van Ness then.
Okay, edge rusher is the pick.
Let's get an edge.
Luke Van Ness, welcome to the squad. And now the Patriots are on the clock. I can't do cornerback, wide receiver, or safety. Cornerback, wide receiver, or safety. I can't do. Let's get another edge rusher in there. Let's get Nolan Smith.
Okay.
You're up on the clock now with the Packers, who cannot do tight end, edge, or defensive lineman.
Tight end, edge, or defensive lineman. Well, let's do wide receiver then.
Okay.
And let's go Quentin.
Okay, Quentin Johnston. Washington's on the board. I can't do cornerback, offensive line, or tight end, which is actually annoying because I feel like it's kind of like a great spot for all those positions. Geez, yeah. I mean, this is I gotta go down the board to find the answer here. Then, let's do. Sheesh, yeah. This is probably the first like really difficult one. Running back is technically one I could do. Imagine I went Jahmyr Gibbs here.
Gosh.
Actually, quarterback. It doesn't say quarterback, so let's go Will Levis. As much as I hate it, yeah.
Brother Will makes sense. Okay. Steelers.
So the Steelers cornerback and defensive line and linebacker is not an option for you here.
Cornerback, defensive line, and linebacker.
There's actually one that makes a lot of sense. That we don't think they would do, but.
Well, the one I thought of was Jordan Addison.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it. So I'll take Jordan Addison.
Okay, so now the Lions are on the clock, and I can't do cornerback, edge, or linebacker. Cornerback, edge, or linebacker. Okay. Did we just improve the offensive line? Cornerback, edge, and linebacker. I mean, Brian Branch could be cool here.
Yeah.
Defensive line I could go. But I feel like that's an obvious need. Let's go ahead and draft Brian Branch there.
Okay. Brian Branch. Okay, so the Bucks are on the clock. What they need? Offensive line.
Can't go tackle, edge, or safety.
Tackle, edge, or safety. Tackle, edge, or safety. Gosh, there's so many good tackles here. Edge, I can't go, or safety. Well, guess I'll go cornerback then. Maybe Deontay Banks, Joey Porter. No, can't go cornerback.
You technically could.
Can I?
I feel like it's an obvious need for them. But the site is saying no. But to me, it feels like an obvious need.
What, with cornerback?
Yeah, I think like the Bucks, it would not surprise me at all if they went cornerback. But the site is saying it's not a top need for them. Yeah. But if you want to do it, you technically can.
Yeah,
it's up to you.
I would say let's do it. I'm happy with. Let's do Joey.
You said Joey Porter?
Yeah, let's do Joey.
All right, Joey Porter is the pick here. Now the Seahawks. I can't do edge. This is actually a great spot for Paris Johnson. Because I know we have our left tackle in Charles Cross. Who's on the other side there? Again, keep in mind, I can't do like obvious needs. I can't do edge, wide receiver, or cornerback. Who's the other tackle? The other tackle is Abraham Lucas. And that doesn't feel like... he was actually a rookie last year. I remember him being actually really good. Technically, it's not a need. Thanks for the sub, Aiden.
Thank you so much, man.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna go that direction then because, well, technically, it's not a need, and that's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Let's fuck it up. Let's Michael Mayer. I've never seen that.
Okay.
Michael Mayer to the Seahawks. You are on the clock now with the Chargers. Can't go wide receiver, running back, or edge.
Wide receiver, running back, or edge. McNamara was definitely somebody I thought for the Chargers. Wide receiver, running back, or edge. Do they go another offensive guy though? Offensive lineman?
You tell us.
Edge. Maybe Deontay Banks. How's their secondary? I feel like they're pretty set on there too, though.
They just signed what's his nuts last year, but he got injured.
He got in J.C.
so
Jackson.
There are some
right?
question marks, but
yeah, let's do that. Let's do Deontay.
Okay, Deontay Banks is a Charger. Now the Ravens are on the clock. I can't go wide receiver, edge, or quarterback. And let's stop the fall. Welcome Paris Johnson to the Ravens. You're on the clock now with the Vikings. Can't go cornerback, defensive line, or edge rusher.
Cornerback, defensive line, or edge rusher. Okay, let's go Darnell Wright then with tackle.
Okay. Darnell Wright off the board. I'm up on the clock with the Jaguars. I can't go cornerback, offensive tackle, or edge, which those all feel like very obvious needs. Do we want to give them Zay Flowers and just say, hey, Trevor Lawrence, you have everything you could ever imagine?
Yeah, right.
We don't technically need Osiris Torrance, but he might be a good addition to the opposite side of Brandon Sheriff. Okay, cornerbacks are top need, yeah. Kalijah Kancey feels like a cop-out because they technically need help on the defensive line, the interior. Let's go Osiris Torrance here. He'll play opposite side of Brandon Sheriff in that guard spot. You're up on the board with the Giants. You can't go wide receiver, offensive lineman, or safety.
Okay, wide receiver, offensive lineman, or safety. Well, then maybe Miles Murphy. Pair him up with Kayvon Thibodeau.
Okay. Welcome to the squad, Miles Murphy.
Good old Miles.
Okay, so the Cowboys are on the clock. Can't go tight end, defensive line, or cornerback. I don't know about you, but I would put running back in that like very obvious category too. Like Jahmyr Gibbs here doesn't feel like I feel like it would make sense.
Yeah.
This might be crazy, but I'm going to draft Zay Flowers to the Cowboys. Zay Flowers to the Cowboys. I don't think it's an obvious need anymore because they have brought in Brandon Cooks. But that would be really fun to watch him with CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Okay, Buffalo's on the clock here. Offensive line, running back, and safety is you can't go with one of those picks.
Offensive line, running back, and safety. I know they lost Edmonds, which is a linebacker there. But I don't think they will go there.
Yeah, that's true.
Trent Simpson, I feel like is somebody I can see there. What is it? Line, running back, safety. Let's go Trent. I haven't seen him in the first in a minute.
Okay. Trenton Simpson?
Yeah.
All right.
We haven't seen
Trenton
him there.
Simpson's off the board. Now I'm up with the Bengals. I can't go tight end, cornerback, or running back. Tight end, cornerback, or running back. We just keep taking shots on this offensive line. I don't think we can take a wrong shot here with the offensive line. So, welcome Broderick Jones. Saints are on the clock. Can't go defensive line, wide receiver, or running back.
Should we go Hendon Hooker here?
Yeah, if you want to, you can. Absolutely.
Broderick Jones. Hendon Hooker to the Saints. I mean, maybe that's just too much. Defensive line, wide receiver, running back. Yeah, let's do Hooker to the Saints.
Okay. Hooker is officially a Saint.
I mean, we keep saying he's going to go in the first. Where? We don't know. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Derek Carr. Let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure they do have an out I think either this year or next year. So if it's not this year, then they can definitely walk away from Derek Carr here. Actually,
All
they
right,
have
I'm gonna let
26.
you.
Never mind.
I'm gonna let you take the Eagles pick because I want to take the Chiefs pick next. So
Okay.
what are you doing here with the Eagles?
What don't they need?
They don't need edge, defensive line, or safety apparently. So you can't go D line.
I can't go D line or safety. Well, maybe we can do offensive line here, which would make sense in my mind. Harrison, excuse me. Is there another offensive line out there? No, let's just do that. Let's just do him.
Okay. Chiefs are on the clock, and the reason I wanted to do this is because it's not obvious, but let's have a little fun. Jahmyr Gibbs, welcome to the squad. And then you are odds, I'm even, so I'll take this last pick with the Steelers. We can't, like, Kalijah Kancey is the perfect fit here, but we can't draft him. Should we get a little wild with Darnell Washington here?
Sure. To the Steelers, I mean, I hate that for. Well, I don't really hate it for Pat because I wouldn't be worried personally. But I mean, we could go crazy. We could go crazy.
Actually, oof. This is a tough one to pick here. This is very difficult.
Why is the Steelers the last pick? What's that mean? Oh, because it's
technically their first pick in the second round. So
okay, I was confused.
Let's trying to find the perfect fit, even though we can't do perfect fits. Let's go. I keep looking at all these cornerbacks I want to draft for them. Let's go Will McDonald. Will McDonald. All right. How do you save this entire draft? Okay, here we go. So this is how it would look if everyone did not take their most pressing need. Bryce Young would be a Cardinal. CJ Stroud will be a Seahawk. Bijan will be a Bear. JSN is a Titan. Nolan Smith to the Patriots actually kind of makes sense. But you know how this mock looks so weird and like unorganized and unorthodox?
And that's exactly how the NFL draft is going to feel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The NFL draft will look like that.
I would agree. It's just like no one's going to go
probably not the top though.
Where we expected.
Yeah.
I mean, we said that too when AJ Brown got freaking traded, and we were like, holy shit. And then when Tyreek got traded, like, holy shit. Imagine Kylie gets traded. We're going to be like, holy shit.
Yeah, I just don't think anyone's going to take on that contract. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed hanging out. And other than that, we will see you guys soon. Badake has a video dropping. Actually, we have a one quarterback video dropping tonight. But Badake does have another video coming out here soon. But that's it. Thanks for hanging out. And we will talk to you guys very, very soon. All love.
Huge love.